Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing on the March 21st Al-Anon readings in Courage to Change and a little time for myself. And yesterday at 5 o'clock in the morning was the moment of spring. And so that means that today is the first full day of spring, and I'm pretty excited. So it's a happy occasion, very happy occasion. Take a moment and look this over. I almost read the wrong page because I'm so excited. The question is, how do I let go of comparing myself with others? And the passage is about someone, I'm guessing they are a young adult. They said before they came to Al-Anon, they always compared themselves to others. They were concerned with what their friends were doing and thought that if they weren't doing the same thing, that it meant that there was something wrong with them. But coming to Al-Anon helped them to begin to let go of what other people were doing and to focus on what was right for them and realize that there is a lot less pressure than they thought to do things that they were, quote, supposed to be doing. There's really less pressure than they thought. And they did more of turning their will and their life over to their higher power. Today's reminder: it's important to concentrate on our own needs and desires. With our higher power's help, we can make decisions that are right for us. And the quote is from Courage to Change. And it says, the only valid comparisons are between myself as I am and myself as I used to be. How do I let go of comparing myself to others? Luckily, Al-Anon has trained me really well to know that whenever I compare, I lose. I will always lose if I try to compare, because there will always be someone better off, better looking, with more money, with whatever, go on and on and on and on and on and on and on for infinity. So embracing my individuality and my own wants, my own needs, the things that make me happy, the things that make me uniquely who I am, makes it easier for me to not compare myself. And I also love this thing about comparing me in the past to me now. And I look at my past self with a lot of love and respect, because I can see that very clearly I was always doing the best I can, which is a beautiful thing. Because I think there were certain times in my life where I looked back and I thought, oh God, but now I don't do that anymore. Now I look back and I really love that person, and I can see how hard that person was always working. And it also helps me to feel good about myself now, because I'm still that same person. So if I can love and respect that person, then I can love and respect me now as I am, because I've only learned more and grown more. I try to not compare. And when I feel myself, when I am aware of what's going on in my head, I just ask for help from my higher power and think of something that I'm really grateful for. And I'm so fortunate. I I could completely lose touch with whatever's going on around me just by thinking of things that I'm grateful for, because there are so many things. Such a blessing. So grateful. I'll take a moment and look this over. Ah, this is about listening to our higher power. I really like this passage. It has no markings, but this is a really good passage. It's about the jogger who doesn't know whether to which way to take the easier way that is more flat land, or to take the more difficult way that is that has more hills, but it's near the water. So this runner decides, just listening to some inner guidance, to take the way that is more difficult, but it turns out that it is just gorgeous because there's an amazing, spectacular sunset as it's described. And the person says they had listened to their higher power who could see around blind corners. It's just beautiful. Today's reminder: it's good to use logic sometimes, but we also need to listen to our higher power's voice. If we hear inner urges, inner voices urging us to do something, that's most likely our higher power. And sometimes that knows better than just plain logic. The quote is from Albert Einstein, and he says the intellect is not as important sometimes as our intuition. Sometimes solutions come to us and we're not really sure why. We just have a feeling of which way to go. It's really beautiful. An inner nudge. That's what it's called. The jogger felt an inner nudge that urged them to go the way that they went, and that's when they saw the spectacular sunset. It's beautiful. We'll close out with the serenity prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.